Good morning, Ramon. Good morning, Team Steve. How are you guys today? I woke up a little stuffy again. I hate the allergies this time of year. It's like the worst, but it's raining again. So maybe I will, calm down a little bit for me. But yeah, looks like we got some more winners today. Ron Hahn looks like had a huge day. Dre, he liked the O's beatdown of the Yankees. I think
Oh
anyone
my
that's not a
gosh.
Yankees fan kind of tends to like it when the Yankees get beat up on sometimes. But yeah, I wasn't really expecting that one. I know they had like 13 in the fourth inning. So yeah, totally took it to them. And we had another good night in the WNBA, Ramon. We just got to keep at it, keep after it. We're picking out some more winners here today. Here we go.
Yeah, how about some of those results from last night? Certainly the Orioles got the best of the Yanks there, and the Yanks have to come back with Rodon today making his debut. All that money he got, but he did get injured, so
Right.
oft injured. Still coming off career highs in performance last year with the Giants. So let's just give him the little bit, Rodon's back. The Yankees need him if they're going to get something done. But the Orioles back up, making a splash, making a statement. Thanks, you guys, for those comments. We see you. Welcome to the morning's team with the Midwest premier sports handicapper, Mindy Hahne. I'm Ramon Scott, coming to you from the sports betting capital of the world, Las Vegas.
Nevada.
And we've got baseball action, WNBA today.
Ooh, we had blackout there for a second.
Yeah, whoops.
I like it.
A little bit flaky here still for me on this end, but okay. Ron's gonna give it the facts. He was here giving out his plays. He's not gonna make this up. So a lot of check marks. And good to see that review. I mean, we need more of things like that.
Yeah, let us know how you guys did. We like to hear about your wins. It's fun.
Mighty safe there. I think we were all in the green yesterday.
Yep.
Team Steam. You and I think Tiffany. I think we're all. We'll take a look at the leaderboard here in just a second on our premium.
A premium Scotch Ultimate Lock double lock today.
What?
Yeah, I'm excited for that one.
I want hey, if anybody.
I'm glad you came back again. That's good. That's good.
We could get a sponsor to sponsor the lock somehow, but maybe we're supposed to be the spot. Maybe it's supposed to be the Ramon Scott Tony's picks lock of the day or something. I don't.
So is T Breeze 22? That's a new one today too?
Oh, okay. Hi, T Breeze. I didn't notice that. Okay, I didn't
knockout blow today.
Okay.
I like it. I almost forgot it was Friday. It doesn't seem like a Friday today.
No, but the end of the week for some of you, as far as your work week, but start of the weekend, a big weekend of sports action. I've been watching Wimbledon, and
cool.
we'll go over.
We were watching the little Tour de France today, this morning.
Oh, hey, I mean, I shouldn't slide it. I mean,
I can only ride a bike like 15 miles an hour, nonetheless. 29. I mean, it doesn't look like they're going that fast, right? When you watch them all going the same speed. I always think it's kind of like the WNBA, right? I mean, they all kind of look like the same height, but they're all like, 6'2", 6'3" out there. It's kind of funny.
Oh yeah, no, it's a different sport, even from the heyday, certainly. Things are going along smoothly there. Cavendish continues to roll. I know that. That's about all I know with what's going on, but should be a little more well-versed. Hello to everyone. Some more viewers coming in.
All right. There you go.
Nice.
That's a nice way to increase that bankroll right there.
Take a look at leaders over to Tony'sPicks.com from yesterday, Mindy. And yeah, there we all are. And it's a deep leaderboard again. So everyone's starting to see it pretty clearly here heading into the All-Star break. Tiffany 5-0-1 yesterday. Joseph Schultz 3-0. Ralph Raymond 5-2. Vinny DiMichele continues to roll 4-1. Daniel Velocichuk 2-1. Mindy, you were 2-1-2.
2-1-2. Yeah, and I got bad lines. I was my own fault there for that.
Okay, well, hopefully everyone bent it their way,
That's
or
right.
nothing much you can do on those. I mean, we're giving out picks. They are, you do want to give out the best line possible.
Right.
We give out the line at the moment when we make the selections against some of the toughest books in the world.
Right.
That's what we have in the back end. That's what we want in the back end. Tony T 2-1, Collins 3-2. I'm up there, and there we are as well. So winning day probably up there as well. Use the promo code Tony T at checkout to save 20% off all premium pick packages. Collins Brown up 950 over the last 7 days. Vinny's up there plus 839. Nick Bartini, Ralph Raymond up there as well. Mindy's up there up 600 units over the last 7 days. Tim Irwin up 2 dimes over the last 30 days. And there we are, Mindy.
There we
up
are.
a dime with our morning's team picks. So we're going to give you a bunch of free winners here in just a moment. Hopefully,
right. We're ready.
Complimentary free selections ready for your contributions as well to hopefully get us on our way and hopefully have another winning day with our picks fully documented on the site under the morning steam tab. So you can always, check it out there. There, was some time I saw on the drive, they were like, oh, do we track the play? Well, we do. We track it when we agree. So Easy Does It. Hello.
Awesome. I like that name there. Easy Does It.
All right. Thanks, everyone, for joining us. We'll see how we roll today a little bit here with Major League Baseball. Would try to get to this Summer League card. I've gone pretty light so far. I think just 3-0. I don't think I've touched any premiums here over the other days but now that Vegas is underway, I might be more heavily. But I'll tell you this, across the board in NBA Summer League, every total, we've already told you what happened with the totals there. We went 1-1 yesterday, but every total so far has moved 5 to 10 points to the over, pretty much 5 to 10. I'm serious. Maybe some rogue lines, early lines, but they're all in the 180s. All right. Hello to Solo. Here we go, Mindy. Let's go to Major League Baseball and get this thing started. Oops.
All right. Let's see what we got today, Ramon. Let's see what we got.
Well, we're back with the Phillies and the Marlins with Wheeler and Alcantara. Here, Phillies on the road, maybe $1.25 or so. 7.5 under 20.
All right, so we're starting with this Phillies game here today. I'm going to go ahead and take the Marlins today on the run line. I know I'm paying a little bit of a price there, minus about 160 or so, but I think that's the way I want to go. I kind of feel like the Phillies have been, moving along pretty steady here, but I think they come up against Alcantara. It's going to be a little bit tough for him. He does have that elevated ERA. We've talked about him being a little bit sluggish this season. But I think suddenly these Marlins bats are kind of coming alive here a little bit. So I'm going to go ahead and take Sandy here today with those Marlins and give me a run here.
All right. Yeah, it's a pretty steep price to get involved in that run line. $1.60, $1.65 here. And I'm trying to not make fun of Sandy and not say that we're giving up on Sandy. And things like that. The 5 ERA, it just, continues to hang there. We're midway through the season. So whether or not it just doesn't have it or, the full-on complete effort's not there. Trey likes the over. Here's Ron. Remember to just take a look at these plays in the chat. Consider them right here.
Right.
Because I just kind of was getting ahead of myself and, I want to respect the chat a little bit. There were a couple games yesterday, Mindy, I got to be honest with you. I turned you down and they came through and I think the chat were on it too. So just don't want to tag us with $1.65 here. Maybe I'll go with the over here. Alcantara's gone over in 7 of his last 8 starts. Miami's gone over in 5 of their last 7. You talked about their bats heating up. We know the Phillies bats are hot. this total at 7.5 or so. Juice to the under. I'll come in on the over here, and Mindy can take the Marlins run line. Yeah, maybe the Marlins still hang in there. Alcantara gives up more than a quarter unit a game. So, all right. For hopefully Fernando's handling the business.
Yeah, I'm like, all I saw was I live in Venezuela. That's how good my Spanish is. The soy day. I know that one. But yeah, I'm sorry that I don't know more. I took I took a couple years of Spanish in high school, but it's one of those like I've never been able to be able to speak the language conversationally, and I think that's something important, for us to do as Americans, and we just don't do it as a society. So we expect these other folks to speak our language, and I don't know if that's necessarily fair, but thank you, Fernando, for entertaining our other guests there. We appreciate it.
Yeah, appreciate that. No doubt. So, all right, people showing their true selves as expected. There, I knew it the whole time. All right.
Yeah, right.
All right. Mindy's on the Marlins plus the 1.5. I'll take the over in this one. All right, big story here, I guess. Quote unquote big.
What kind of big? Yes.
I don't know. Are they rushing him back a little quick? If you're going to be sent down for fitness issues, if that's really was the key, and you didn't look too good trying to get back, and the Blue Jays just need you, I guess, going up here against another guy who's not very good in Faedo. So I don't know. Got to come back with him, give him a chance. I mean, you're paying him money. Blue Jays need his contribution. They need him to be the same pitcher that he was, that we've seen. But still, ERA over 6, Mindy. Faedo ERA of 5.5.
Yeah, I mean, it's going to be interesting to see how this one plays out, just because we know how bad, he's been. So it's tough for me. I do kind of want to take the Blue Jays just because I think they are, the superior team in this situation, but he's just been that bad. And again, I don't know if it's been enough time for him. It's real tough. Like, we don't know what we got here today in this one. So I'm going to go ahead and take the Tigers. I'm going to take them on the run line. I need a little bit better outing with the Tigers here today. But actually, if I take a look at it, this Tigers team matches up versus the Blue Jays pretty well with runs scored, with how much runs they give up with that bullpen. Today, Faedo has to go ahead and keep throwing the strikeouts and not put additional guys here on base. But I'm going to go ahead and take the Tigers on the run line.
Okay, I'll join you in that. There's just no way he can, as bad as he looked, and then what the reports are, just feels like, he's not ready to come back and not ready to be a favorite even against this team. Despite the success, Toronto's won 3 straight, but I mean, they were 1-9 in his last 10 starts, and he was 0-6 with an 8.4 ERA in his last 7 starts. So Faedo also bad numbers, no doubt about it, but you just figure with probably a lot of variance in this game, I'll take my chances with Detroit there. So let's see if we got plays from the chat. Ron's in there with Blue Jays first 5. Fernando, Blue Jays and over. Manoah to get the win, says Ron.
Ron, the Blue Jays mops Detroit.
Blake says Tigers.
I got a kick out of that one.
Yeah. Maybe that's my problem. I want to be on the side of these Sharpies.
Not all the time, Ramon. You even say it yourself, right?
I know. Well, okay. I don't know.
You don't know now?
Sherilyn. Manoah, he might show, but I don't know really what is expected of Manoah. I mean, I'm sure there's expectation. Mine is just get out there. Hey, if you can go out there and, go 4+ innings and, no more than.
I mean, he almost walks 6 guys a game, Ramon.
Yeah. Well, Fernando, they said that he also went down for some fit, I don't want to say, like they kind of send you to spring training again, right? Get in shape, and then so what do? You spend 2 weeks, and they're like, and that's another thing, really can put some stress on you if if they send you down there and tell you, hey, go down there and lose, 20 pounds in 2 weeks, and put yourself through a bunch of rigorous, and then come back and pitch, right? So you're like, man, I just went through all this, fitness training, and now they were asking me to pitch, and I guess those minor league numbers weren't good. So, all right, well, we don't have to, this is just going to be one of the more talked about topics today. That's what I feel. So, all right. Thanks everybody for the picks there on that one. Mindy, we're on the run line with the Tigers. They'll need to produce some offense. All right, here's a big series. I don't know which guy do you want. If you're either of these teams, you want Morton. He pitches good, but it's always scary. Or Glasnow, where hey, he's been okay, but he's not the old Glasnow. And both these guys got to be looking at this as a huge series.
Yeah, I think so. Again, I feel like this is the first time that perhaps the Rays are coming into a series being the underdog. So it's going to be interesting how they take a look at this. I'm actually going to go with Morton today. He is 3-0 here in his last 3 straight. His K rate has been rising throughout the season. And again, like you had talked about, it's Glasnow's been the guy that's been a little bit off. 5.03 ERA at home. He's given up 1.8 home runs per 9 innings, while Charlie Morton doesn't give up any. They both walk about the same amount of guys, equally here as well. You just, basically sticking with these elevated ERAs. Neither of these two give up a lot of runs. So I think if that's the case, I would take the hotter team with the bats right now. And that's really not the Rays, if you ask me. It's been the Atlanta Braves, 5.61 runs per game. Also have a little bit better bullpen right now. They're ready to go. I'm going to go ahead and take the Braves here on the money line.
Yeah, look, I know the chat's going to be into the Braves, I would think. It just feels like, as good of a story the Rays have been, now you're getting in it with the big boys, and and Atlanta's continuing to perform like the best team in the league.
Right.
So, Tom, don't be getting on my guy, though. That's my man. This show is based on a lot of what you see with that man, right, that you talked about, Tom Leach. So, it's not the same, no doubt. We got Mindy breaking it down for us. You just heard what she said, and you see everybody. Rays are slumping. Braves are ready to get back at it, right? Everybody's Braves, so we better go Braves. I'm down with it. Again, even money with this team right now, and Morton 3-0 in his last 4 starts.
Yeah, Krista likes that Braves team total over. I don't think that's, I think that one's sitting pretty good too. I got him at about.
Wasn't that the Scotch lock?
What's that?
That was the Scotch lock too.
Oh, I thought it was. Yeah, it is Atlanta team total over. There it is. Okay, I missed that. That's a premium super lock. Okay, I got you.
Well, and look at his stat. He said, what did he say? 19 of 20, 20 of 21.
20 of 21. I see it. Yeah, I missed that, Scotch. Yeah.
Politican. And I think good morning, Braves, as a pick. Politican, of course, would never call us Braves. We don't. I said some poignant remarks on a show, however, and talked about the Native American nicknames. It'd be a shame to forget the great cultures and, way of life, societies, and forget about them because we don't have nicknames to talk about those indigenous peoples.
You're right.
I don't know. I'm not trying to get too deep. All right, you guys, Braves. Let's just do it.
All right, consensus.
Come on, you got it. Right. I know the Braves are in cruise control. Maybe they could look past this series. I don't know, but Glasnow has a 6 ERA in his last 3 starts. Tampa Bay's lost 5 straight now, and the Braves are whatever Scott said. They're putting up numbers 26-5 last 31 games. We're only at the halfway point. Let's not crown them. Cubs, Yankees.
Well, the Rays ran into some, pitchers that are on the IL.
Good point. But Glasnow hasn't. You mentioned it. Okay. Okay. So here's that story. Anyways, Rodon had a forearm injury. 6 years, a lot of money. Coming off he had injuries early in his career too, but he is coming off the most productive year of his career, basically with the Giants. So now with the Yankees, they need him now, Mindy, and we know everybody likes to pick on Tyone at this point. He's just going against him is just like printing money.
Right. Yeah, I mean, I'm going to go against them today. I'm going to take the Yankees. They're sitting pretty high, right? Minus 170, minus 180. So for me, I'm going to go ahead and just take them on the run line today. I think they'll win this one here by 2. Yankees now won 4 of their last 5 home games here. Playing a little bit better offensively. And I think the story is Tyone, right? He's been not great, 6.26 ERAs. 3.5 walks per 9. And then if I take a look at Rodon, I don't have any information, this season, but historically, versus this Cubs team, he does have a 37% K rate, also only allows a 2.31 slugging. So as long as Rodon's kind of back in form, I think these Yankees batters can get to Tyone and get the win today. So taking the Yankees here on the run line.
Yeah, and you don't worry, right, when you're the Yankees about how long can Rodon go? Because otherwise we have to turn it over to our number 1 bullpen. Right. So Tyone, basically Tyone, you just take a $100 bill and rip 2/3 of it off every game, and that's what you got left. So that's money line, but still, all right, I'll do it. Feel dirty doing it, but I will take the Yankees on the run line with you, I guess. What is it? That's got to be a good price here.
I had like 1-15.
Nice. All right. Is everybody else doing it as well? Let's see. Ron, though, Cubs run line. Tyone, the former Yankee, JD points out, but come on. The 8.62 ERA in his last 3 starts. Cubs are 2-12 with Rodon starting. But maybe the price is just too good. The Cubs have lost 8 of their last 11. Remember when they were on a winning streak a couple of weeks ago?
I do remember that.
And now, they're back to where they were most of the season a little bit here.
Yeah, bats got cold.
We'll see. Over these 2 teams, they kind of trend under a little bit, but Yankees, only 2 of their last 9 have gone under. All right. Let's do New York minus -1.5 here. Premium consensus. We might be rolling here a little bit. Rangers.
Again. I got to blow my nose again, Ramon. I'll be right back.
Well, I'll introduce the game here with the Rangers and the Nats and Bradford. Bradford 4 starts, and the Rangers haven't won any of those 4 games so far this season. But Williams, surprisingly for the Nationals, he actually gives them a pretty good effort. 4.34 ERA. So here you have a Texas team that is starting to play a little, I don't know, I will call it inconsistently of late. We know the Nationals, for whatever reason, at home, they just don't perform as well as they do on the road. So you got a big road favorite here.
Right. A big road favorite, and I'm going to take them anyway. I don't care. The Nationals have lost 4 of their last 5. Like you said, they're not a good home team, right? They've lost 9 of their last 10 also. Again, it's, I think this is, I think it's going to be an interesting matchup still, nonetheless. The Nationals always play hard. These ERAs are pretty similar. Again, I think it comes down to the Rangers outscore the Nationals 5.74 to 3.59. I think that's where it comes down. Taking the Rangers here today. Minus, 157 or so? I'll take them.
Okay, you do that. And
All
I'll
right.
say,
Yeah,
no.
Evaldi had quite the outing yesterday, huh? Like Scott said, it was just one bad inning.
Yeah, well, I hit a premium on the over in that game, so I
It
was.
went over, I think.
Oh yeah, it was over all right, and yeah, I was. I don't know. We talked about going with the Rangers yesterday, and hey, they got off to a lead, but next thing you knew, they were down 10-5 or something like that. So
And they're still scoring, I think.
I'm gonna have to balk at that road favorite right there. Bradford 5.79 ERA in those 4 starts. Williams, like I said, I tend to trust him a little bit more, I think, in this spot. So we'll go against you here, though. Who wants to take Washington? I know.
Who's Bradford? There you go.
We'll see what they do in the chat. But I'll look to go under in this one with Bradford and Williams. Texas under in 5 of their last 7. Williams has gone over in just 2 of his 8 home starts. So I'll go under Rangers and Nationals. I would figure the chat might be on the Rangers here. Let me see.
A little bit.
Dre, team total over. Fernando on the Nats. Solo on the Nats. I'm trying to figure out when Solo lists that, like the antidote play of the day. Is that because I've seen Solo do that now? Put that antidote, and I'm trying to figure out if that's like the antidote play or butterscotch on Texas.
To get you straight, right? The antidote play. Okay, Ramon, what did you have on that? I didn't write it down on the Marlins Phillies.
I'm on the over.
Over, okay.
Yeah. Yeah, Wheeler on the road and Sandy not doing it in the Philly bat. You were talking about the Marlins bats heating up and the Phillies. I'm saying, but the Phillies bats are okay. All right, you guys.
We write down my stuff for the pig.
Who's Bradford, right? Right, that's just it. The Rangers starting to have to dip down a little bit further right now. And hey, the record's pretty comfortable, but there's still a long way to go. You got to develop some arms. Got to get some people healthy. All right. Sounds like some no play out there a little bit. Ron likes the under better than the side. So I'm on the under. Burley's on the Nats. National under here. Yeah, antidote play of the day. Okay, I got it.
Yeah.
The first time I didn't even make any. You might have did it 2 or 3 times, but I noticed it last time, and I'm like, I don't know what that is. But then you did it today, and I feel like I saw it today, and so I'm like, oh, the antidote.
It rang a bell. Gotcha. Yeah. Good morning, Lotto Snob.
Tucker Boy here for Texas. All right. Mindy on Texas, and I'll take the under. Yeah, I mean, Washington's terrible at home. Texas is a good team, but all right. Looks like the Queen's on. Get ready.
Yeah, where are you?
Pause in the action here. We got the team of the crown. Royals and Guardians. Mindy, your Royals here on the road with Daniel Lynch. Hey, gives you an honest effort out there. Savali, good ERA, under 3 right now. So big favorite here at 190.
I think I'm going to take, I'm going to go ahead and take Daniel Lynch today. I'm going to take this Royals team. Looks like they're sitting at about minus 130 for 1.5 runs. That's the way I'm going to go. Again, like you said, Daniel Lynch on the road for this Royals team. In 19 innings pitched, a 1 ERA, 1 walk per game, and also under 1 home run per 9 innings there as well. Savali's been a little bit elevated at home, so that looks like disaster today for those Guardians. He's sitting at a 4.5 at home. Again, if we could get a good outing out of, Mr. Lynch and not have the bullpen do so much, I think the Royals will be okay on this one.
No, I like Lynch. I mean, 2 ERA in his last 3 starts with a couple of wins. I mean, that's like about as good as it gets for the Kansas City Royals. And for Savali, those numbers still, Mindy, I don't know, 2.96 ERA overall. Yeah, maybe it hasn't been quite as good of late, but the Guardians still 11-6 in their last 17. Royals now have lost 8 of their last 11. And I'll tell you this, the Royals have gone over in 6 of their last 9, but man, the Guardians go under a lot. Is it just me? I wish I would have looked this up. It seems like the Guardians go over, under, back and forth for like the last 3 weeks. Does anybody have that in their database on their? I can't do it. I'm trying to produce a show here, but I got to go under with these 2 teams. I mean, come on. At 8.5, I got to go under for sure. I know the Sharps are going to go over, and I feel like the Sharps are going to go over in this one, and I want to fade them. So we're talking about the Sharps and what they're doing, and my Twitter. I don't know. Does anybody use Twitter anymore?
I do.
There's Latifa. Twitter was practically broken all weekend the way I saw it. Yeah. And now we're all going to go over the threads, and we'll all have to start a new social media threads. Is anybody on threads out there?
I didn't know threads was a thing till you told me about it.
Does anybody even know what I'm talking about? Verley here, Fernando. Thanks for the plays, everybody. Tom Leach trying to bring something home at Wimbledon. I brought a couple of winners. Well, I've got Bianca here, and she's giving it away all of a sudden. I had a winner earlier with Stavanovich. All right. Hello, Latifa. Hopefully you'll save us here. Happy birthday to Latifa's son. All right. I'm going to go under. Mindy can take Kansas City. I don't want this as the spot. Oh, look. I mean, I don't like this. Who wants to play minus $1.85? No, and I don't know if I do. And maybe there is, maybe I don't know. You've faded Kansas City run line plenty, so I
most of the time.
And look, I know, like I said, Lynch has done a great job. So I use Twitter, Scotch. I'm not, I'm just saying that it's really screwed up this weekend. It's a huge part of the handicapping, but I can't even use it right now to find out other info, like, typing in the pitcher that I'm trying to find because we don't know who's pitching, things like that. All right. Mindy's on Kansas City. I'm on the under. The A's. Oh, boy. Is this one out now with Bernardino has been named the starter for
That's what I see.
Boston in this one. Boston is 220, 10.5 under 15.
Well, I mean, I know that this A's team has been, doing pretty good, kind of lit it up against Detroit. Maybe they were supposed to in that series. But I'm going to go back here on the Red Sox. I'm going to take them on the run line. Medina has been pretty bad, right? 7.43 ERA in his 26 innings pitched on the road. He has been, giving up almost 7 walks a game. You can't do that versus any Red Sox team, no matter what. So they're hitting a 286 right now. I don't think that's what you want to do with a pitcher putting up almost 7 walks a game. Give me the Red Sox on the run line.
Well, Boston's won 5 of 6 now all of a sudden. I don't know. The A's, they won 5 of 9. So give them that. But I think, the pitching situation in this game, I mean, just can't be good with Medina. He can go a few innings, but he, much like Uh, who do, he burns money too. So I don't know. Bernardino, he can go a few innings, but I'm probably going to be willing to go here with you. Does the chat want to do it? Oh man, Lena, these run
I see
lines,
some -1.5s in there.
these run lines. Here's an over. Butterscotch doing it. Ron Hahn's doing it. We're just walking up to the window, taking these run lines. Everybody, Dre says go over. You'd think so with these two teams, although Boston's gone under in 6 of their last 8 at home. Tom Leach says Red Sox. All right. Take the Red Sox.
Are we doing it, Ramon? Are you sure? Are you ready for it?
Yeah.
All right. I mean, I'm writing you down.
I'm trying to find
out now.
There's still spots, I would think, to go against the A's. Yeah, they have been okay on the run line. They've been decent in some of the games, but it just, I don't know. I wish Boston was. Well, we'll just have to do it. All right, let's get to
We got it.
This is a good series this weekend. It feels like with the Reds and the Brewers, especially when you got Abbott out there going up against Burns. This is a good pitching matchup too. Yeah, wow. Brewers are favored in this one. $1.28 under 20. So Abbott's been everything is advertised so far. It seems like no let up yet for Abbott. Burns has kind of struggled though, actually.
Yeah, Abbott has been totally great. I don't see why we have a Reds team that's an underdog here. I'm taking the Reds plus the money here today for sure. That 0.51 ERA, even on the road, I mean, he's been exceptional. Has 7.1 Ks per 9. Corbin has about 8.7, and he's supposed to be the guy here with that's the ace, but he has a 4.27 ERA. Thus far. Give me the Reds. They got the better bullpen. They're scoring 5.05 runs of offense. Brewers 4.39 over their last 5. Give me Abbott today and the Reds for sure.
Oh, they seem unstoppable, especially with Abbott.
Right.
Burns has a 6 ERA in his last 4 starts. And Abbott's going out there like the computer printouts in front of me are like, oh yeah, this is a spot you got to take Burns. Here it is.
Here it is.
Solos on the Reds. Ron says, look, give me the Reds. Mike Allison's here today. Tom Leach on the Reds. Everybody wants the Reds.
Question does Ramon want the Reds?
Well, I mean, if everyone's doing it, I mean, I guess I better do it. Like I said, I mean, yesterday, the 2 plays where I clearly was like, oh, I just can't do it, came through. Mindy was right, and the chat was right. Fernando's going to be on the Brew Crew. He's going to be contrarian here, and that's the way I want to go. Fernando and I, we get on a lot of these I don't know. I feel like the Reds are the public side because they don't just gravitate towards Burns anymore, do they? They know about Abbott, right? They know about the Cincinnati Reds, don't they?
I think so.
No, Alan, we got 4 games to go in the W still. Atipa likes the over. You'd think with these 2 teams it might go over. Look at that totals, 8 under. Yeah, even with these 2 pitchers, Burns has gone over in 5 straight. We know the Reds are a massive over, right? Over in 27 of their last 42 games. But Abbott's gone under in 5 of 6, probably because he's been so good.
Yeah.
Yeah, all right. I'll take the Reds. I'm scared, but they're just too fun. I don't want to be betting with my heart here or I just feel like you don't want to go against them. They just find. keep going at this point. What a good series this is going to be. All right. Take the Reds. Everyone's on the Reds. I'm not going to come in here tomorrow and say, "Oh, I told you so," because I can't. I mean, that I'd be, letting us down. Oops, the Brewers be drunk. Yeah, well, Brewers won yesterday, and
They did. Had them down to the bottom of the 8th. They got it.
I had him as a premium. So
good job. Swaggy D and NYC.
Yeah, well, it's for situations like these that you need Curtis here to, see what's going on. All right. The Reds win every day. Okay, let's do it.
All right, we got it.
Reds it is.
I was supposed to cut the grass today, Ramon. It is like pouring outside.
Mariners and Astros, another nice series here. Castillo and Brown. Brown, $1.15. 7.5 under 20. We're seeing movement here this morning to the under.
Yeah, so again, it kind of seemed like, with the Mariners, right, they finally give run support to Kirby. That's about their only guy. I mean, that's really about it. So I'm going to go ahead and go back on the Astros today. I know Castillo's out there. Again, Castillo puts up some great numbers, but Castillo doesn't get run support. I don't know why, but that's just kind of the way it is. Mariners are kind of off to a hot start. And I don't know if the Astros are going to regress a little bit again by having to put Altuve on the DL. I feel like, Brown's been consistent enough, right? And I feel like it's just a lack of run support here for Castillo. Do you like the Astros today?
All right, Mindy on the Astros with Brown. I feel like it might be a Mariners spot. I always want to, respect the Castillo guys and they love them and everything, but still both these guys burn through about a quarter unit every game. They're not winning performers. The numbers are fine, but I'm going to end up, 7.5 under 20 now. Whew. Gosh, that just keeps going lower, and I've got to think it's going to be a low-scoring game. I like the pitching in this situation with the seems like it's probably just going to be 4-2 or something. But Castillo, 6 ERA in his last 3 starts. Brown, 5.74 ERA in his last 3 starts. So they haven't been that swift of late. I'll still go under in this one with the Mariners and the Astros. See what the chat says. Because I'm not sure I don't know if it's going to be unanimous on – maybe they'll lean Astros. Ron on the Astros. Okay.
Well, maybe there's a couple more Astros.
Welcome to Carrie, sure. Fernando Mariners, solo on the under. Castillo for under in the K-prop, says Ron. Scotch going under. I'm going under.
It's really Mattress Mac bobblehead night in Houston?
Oh, okay.
That's even a thing? He's like a local celebrity, huh?
Oh, yeah. No.
I realize he does all the gimmicky stuff, but I didn't.
Well, you thought it's more all about the gambling thing.
I did, yes.
The thing with the gambling, with his gambling insurance on all, he runs heavy commercials, promoting his furniture stores. So he's on your screen quite a bit, buy one, get one, or whatever is.
I know, but I'm like, I guess it's local, right? So it's not like endorsed by Major League Baseball that they are, giving out a bobblehead of a guy that is he likes to bet, a sports gambler.
Yeah, no.
So there's no conflict of interest there because it's done by the Astros organization.
Yeah, he is a Houston celebrity. I think is a way.
So we can get away with the gambling via Major League Baseball. Got
Yeah, well, he only bets on the Astros.
Right.
Well, at least win the Astros. I mean, he bets on other.
I'm sure he has all the
teams.
insider info when to bet on
So
the
I
Astros.
know,
Right?
Ron. You guys are kidding about being a bad gambler. Remember, like you said, every time. Well, maybe not every time. He may have bet a few things now and then, but
Well, Houston to
usually.
win the national championship for men's college basketball was a little sketchy, maybe.
Oh, but I think that was tied to the furniture.
Furniture
Anytime you
stuff,
see
yeah.
because what he does is like if the team wins, you don't pay, and then he gets paid by the bookmakers the millions of dollars to pay for all the furniture. If they lose, he pays the bookmakers, and then all of the customers have to pay their furniture and maybe even some of it on credit cards.
Right. Oh, goodness.
Alicia here today. We did that game, Alicia, already. Check it out. Just back it up a little bit. So that's how that works with Mattress Mac. And buy one, buy it, get it all. I can't even say it. You can find it on YouTube though. Okay, so Mindy will take the Astros, right, and I will take the under.
Right.
All right, here we go. Orioles and Twins. Also, another decent series. Man, all these series are good. Going into the break, here's the Twins, though. Big favorite against the Orioles team coming off the huge win over the Yankees. Yeah, maybe Irvin is not the same pitcher as Ober. Certainly we know that to be the case, but still have the hot. I'll call them hot. They definitely cooled down. They're not the streaking Orioles just yet, but I don't know. They got a better record than Minnesota. I know that.
Well, I do kind of think though that it's a lopsided, pitching outing here today with Irvin versus Ober. I like Ober here a lot today. So for me, I'm going to go ahead and take the Twins. What are they sitting at? Minus 155. Ober does nothing but put out quality starts, and I like that in a pitcher. It gets you 2 extra bonus points in my fantasy league anyway. But yeah, Irvin, he has that 9.64 ERA. I know the Orioles team has been hitting, but again, you can't let the Twins have too much here either. I'm going to go ahead and take the Twins on the money line.
These are the type of favorites that are scaring me right now as far as I'm talking about, taking the favorites and the underdogs are coming in because you definitely have the Orioles. Definitely capable of winning this game. Yeah, Ober's so solid, awesome, very consistent, and Irvin has not been that great, although he's been better of late. So Baltimore still 25-17, one of the best road teams. I'm going to go over in this one, even with the good pitching of Ober. I'm going to go over. With these two, just Baltimore's gone under in just 4 of their last 15 games, and tough with Ober because of his numbers. You mentioned it, and he's gone under in I think 10 of his 13 starts. So, but I'm gonna be on the over in this one.
And I'm guessing Gemelos is twins, right? Twins after the Geminis. Is that how we do it? Gemelos.
Here's Butterscotch on Minnesota, Ron on Minnesota. Everybody's on Minnesota, maybe. Here's Solo on the over. Thomas Lewis. Yeah, talking about maybe the being favored. So, Tyrone on Baltimore. Fernando on the under. Tom says Baltimore. Burley, Baltimore. Takia over. Nathan, I don't know what he's over, but I'm gonna go over. Yeah, I'm gonna go over in this one, and Mindy's on the Twins. Okay, that one's gonna be a good game, interesting game. Cardinals and White Sox. This one's a pick. Total 8.5. Maybe it's 8.5 flat now. It might even be heading towards 8.5 under. So the total's dropping just slightly here. but it's 8.5.
I'm going to take Cardinals today on the money line. Montgomery's been pretty solid here as of late. I know the White Sox like to hit lefties a little bit, so that kind of worries me some. But to me, I think the Cardinals here have just been scoring more runs of offense. It's been slight, 4.11 to 4.05, but the Cardinals are not allowing a lot of runs here over their last 5 games. So yeah, I like Montgomery today. Doesn't give up the home run, doesn't put guys on base. Only have a .316 slugging percentage against him, does this White Sox team. And again, if I take a look at Cease when he pitches against the Cardinals, 5.53 slugging. So give me the Cardinals today.
All right, Mindy says take the Cards here on the road. Whew. All right. Yeah, the White Sox haven't been too great, but oh boy, the Cardinals are so bad and have them on the road right now.
So bad.
Good numbers though. 1.77 his last 3 starts. The Cardinals, interestingly, have not been profitable with Montgomery, but 4-1 in his last 5 starts. Cardinals are just 3-6 in their last 9. Cease has been solid. 2.65 ERA in his last 6 starts with the White Sox. 8-16 in their last 24. Ooh. I'm going to go over with these two. Yeah, the numbers are good, but I'm going to look to go over here at 8.5 with Montgomery and Cease. Solid starting. I'm just feeling a bit contrarian here, maybe. See what the chat says. I'm sure they're not going to be interested in this over, but
I see a big O there from Fernando, over 8.5.
Ron said take the Cards. A carry on the under Baltimore, says Dre. I'm sorry, Dre. White Sox first 5. Butterscotch on the Cards, maybe. He never feels comfortable betting the Cards. JD first 5 under. Carey first 5 under. Thomas already played the Cards. A lot of Card support. Solo on the under. Okay. Yeah, this one's going to be a mixed bag. 2 teams been very disappointing. All right. The Pirates have named Rich Hill as a starter. That news came down. I don't know, a little late, but we didn't know. I don't think all the way overnight. Zach Gallen here, $2 favorite, 8.5 under 15.
Yeah, I think I'm just going to go ahead and just pick the under in this one. I think Rich Hill and Gallen, they match up pretty well against each other, but I don't know if I want to play, either of these two basically on a run line. It's going to be a little bit tough. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and take the under. Again, Rich Hill, he's been pitching pretty well. 3.93 on the road. Gallen, 1.5 ERA at home. Has been doing better at home there as well. Diamondbacks have that decent bullpen out there, going under the total.
Yeah, Arizona's gone under in 8 of their last 10 games. I'm interested in that. Gallen still give you another consistent effort every time. Seems like right now he's gone under in 3 of his last 4. So I want to go on the under here. I would think 8 runs or less probably would be expected if Arizona is going to be a $2 favorite. Maybe they can get their run line. Rich Hill, yeah, gives you some good efforts. Pirates say they're just 1-5 in their last 6 games. Hill definitely has been giving it up of late, but I'm going to go under here in this one with Hill and Gallen. I'm going to agree with Mindy here.
All right.
Yeah.
Consensus number 6.
Okay. And let's see who agreed. We know Dre's going to lay 2.5. Wow.
Good morning.
You guys are laying run lines here with this one.
Yeah, big ones there.
Yeah, we tried the Pirates yesterday, Mindy, right? That didn't quite.
We did.
the Dodgers, and they were in it 2-2
for a long time.
Yeah. So maybe we were, a little bit shy on. There's White Sox. Diamondbacks run line here. Michael Thompson, good morning. Arizona under. Like clockwork. Yep. Yeah, Butterscotch says those Arizona bats. And Carroll injured, don't forget, right now. So that's big news. So we probably don't talk about, it's tough with lineups, right? I mean, we don't know, but some we probably could touch on more, but 15 games every day, it's kind of tough rather than some of the sports. But definitely that's a big factor right now, Diamondbacks, with the Diamondbacks offense. All right, Mindy. Padres are going to host the Mets. Very attractive pitching matchup here, well, at least with the names. With Verlander, yeah. Verlander's been fine. He just doesn't get run support at all. And Darvish, inconsistent, I would say, at this point. Padres are going to be favored at $1.25, 8 under 15.
Yeah, I'll take the Padres at home. Verlander just hasn't been very stout this season. His road ERA is way worse than his overall 3.66, but on the road he's 5.67. Only 7.3 Ks per game, puts 3 guys on base via the walk, and gives up 2 home runs per game here as well. Darvish at home has been pretty good. He's better than his overall ERA, 3.64. He does have the higher K rate per 9, 10.7. Also, he only allows a 3.52 slugging percentage versus this Mets team. And again, I think it comes down to defensively, Padres are keeping guys off the bases here, only allowing 3.5 runs per game and have a better bullpen. Taking your Padres today, Ramon, on the money line.
All right. Well.
All right.
Go Padres.
Always disappointed when I take the Padres.
Well, I don't want to lay him necessarily as a favorite in this one, just because I'm trying to be objective every time. Darvish has close to an 8 ERA in his last 3 starts. Verlander, maybe he's turning it around, 2.16 ERA in his last 4 starts, but hasn't been getting the run support necessarily. The Mets are hot and cold with the bats. I'm going to go over in this one at 8 runs today. Reported steam came in on the under here, but I want to go over 8 runs tonight with Verlander and Darvish. I think they continue to underperform, and at an 8 here, inconsistent Padre bullpen. They seem to perform. They don't perform in the clutch, very much like the Angels. So, Padres have gone over in 13 of their last 20. And Ron says here, he's got a nerfy in this one for these 2 guys to mow them down. Tyrone says, take the Mets. And under for Dre. Scott says, Mets, money line. I've been to those Mets when the Mets, the old 7,000, the orange shirts are there. The Mets bring them. The Mets fans are there. They have a good crowd wherever you go. Yeah, I think the Mets offense has been better of late. I'll take over. Mindy's on the Padres. Hopefully she's right. Got to win some of these games. Got to win this series. Angels and Dodgers, the Freeway Series. Griffin Canning, Tony Gonsolin, big favorite here for the Dodgers. Disrespectful to the Angels. $1.75, 9 under 20 now. Maybe dipping to the under a little bit.
Well, I'll take a little bit of plus money today with the Angels. That's how I'm going to do it on the money line. I think it might be a tough task, right? But again, the Angels tend to hit Gonsolin pretty well. So it's just going to be one of those, like, I think it's going to be maybe a little bit tough, right? I think Gonsolin, though, hasn't been on his game. I need Canning to pitch well, and I need that Angels bullpen to settle down here a little bit. So I'm going to go ahead and take the Angels today here in this one.
You said run line, huh?
Yeah, I'll take them. I'll take them on the run line. Yeah, it's minus 142. Sorry about that.
Okay.
I'm a little
Yeah,
nasally.
maybe $1.40, maybe even a little bit cheaper. I don't know, but Gonsolin, whatever's going on with him, 9.42 ERA in his last 3 starts, but the Angels have lost 12 of their last 17 right now, so I'm pretty worried. I'm pretty worried about that. I'm going to go over in this game. These two teams, they like to go over, it seems, but Dodgers over in 7 of their last 9. The Angels have gone under in 11 of 16, but I'm going to go over in this one. Over 9 runs. We did right, Carrie. I get it. No Trout. Yep. And is Ohtani? You got to wonder about his, being 100%. Right. That's the talk. So, oops, wrong game there. Scott says run line for the Dodgers.
So I see lots of Dodgers here.
Tyrone, everybody. Everybody wants to go with the Dodgers here. So, I think we're both of our pick on this one. Mindy kind of feels like not what the chat was necessarily going to do. And here, Dre says run line for the Dodgers, Takia Dodgers. All right. Mindy, Angels run line. I'm on the over. One more here with the Rockies. Oh, boy. I don't think I have a pitcher for the Rockies at this point. Let's see. It looks like the Giants might be about $1.65. 8 over 20. I can't type it in Twitter because, my Twitter probably is not working very well.
Yeah.
Let me see here what I got. Oh, okay. It's everybody's favorite pitcher. Could it be Austin Gomber today? Let me see. I check one more thing here real quick, but unless you guys have something or you have something, Mindy.
I got Gomber versus Stripling.
Oh, okay. What am I going crazy for? I mean, Austin Gomber, he's got a 6.5 ERA, so I guess I'll go with Gomber here against Stripling. I'll update it, and I would say the line, though, is definitely going to be Stripling favored. Minimum $1.65, 8 over 20.
Well, if it's 8 over 20, I'm going to go over that 8. Gomber has a huge ERA, so does Stripling. Gomber, 4.93 on the road, 6.6 overall. Stripling, pretty bad at home, 8.64, 6.51 overall. I think this one goes over the total, no matter how we look at it. That's how I see it.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Maybe the Giants will be a bigger favorite here. I don't know. But, Mindy says go over in this one. I'll take the Giants. I'll take the Giants.
Giants.
Money line, $1.65. I don't know. What do you guys think it'll be? Do you guys know? Do you guys have anything in the chat? Is DraftKings up? What's going on with this game? I'm supposed to be This is supposed to be my job. I have no help. They all are saying Gomber. Okay, we figured that much out. So, Rockies run line for Carey. Colorado first 5 run line for Dre. Nathan wants to go over. Scott will go over with you. Hanger says a lot of maybe there'll be an opener or something. Maybe they need to get Gomber through, and maybe that's what's going on. Matt D, hello. And Carrie says the Giants are overrated. Yeah, still got a pretty good record. All right. Let's head on over to the WNBA because Alan's been waiting patiently.
Right.
And we've got 4 games we've got to cover. So we just listen to Mindy Hahne and pretty much go with what she says, I think. But I don't know. We can't do every game, can we? I guess we could.
I mean, we can.
You've been so solid, Mindy. Let me make sure these lines, this league moves more than the others. It seems, well, no, not as much as those summer league games. Okay. 3.5, 158. This total's moved lower a couple of points here.
Yeah, it was kind of funny because, I talked about, you just got to take over on the first half. And of course, yesterday, the Storm decided to put up a 6 in the first quarter there. So missed that over on the half by a bucket after all that. But still, those overs first halves have been looking pretty good if you want to go ahead and check that out. And that's, again, no matter what you think on the game total overall, those halves have just been going over. So that's just something I wanted to, pass along to you guys out there. If you notice big trends or whatever, just like to, have you guys take a look. All right. Well, in this one, I'm going to go ahead and go with the Mystics. I think we could maybe argue they do have the best defense in the league, allows 76 points a game, only 40% shooting. I think they can get it done even without, Dawn. She's averaging 19.5 points there. Mystics are 5-2 in their last 7 overall there as well.
All right, Mindy says take the Mystics and lay just 3.5 points. So, Fever definitely better than they were last year. They've made big strides. Maybe Mystics a little bit shorthanded here. They certainly are still supposed to be the better team. Mindy talked about Washington. Yes, do they have the best defense? Maybe so, but without Della Dunn in there, how will Indiana come about? They're still 5-12, so I'm gonna go under though here in this one, Mindy. And look at that line move. I know what you're saying about these totals, but we did talk about.
That's just like I said, that's just first half.
Yeah,
these can still go under over.
The fourth quarter slows down for every team.
They do.
In this league, it's really bizarre, but nonetheless, not dissimilar necessarily to some of the NBA, but they really seem to turn it up or get a little frozen there late. All right, but I'm going under here in this one. I might be giving the Fever a chance, but we'll okay. Gotcha. Let me get the comments from the chat. I think there's probably some interest in this one, especially. We've got because we've got Alan,
right?
So he's leaning to the Fever. Also says Cloud. I think she's a game time decision. Mystics for Sherilyn. Relly is here today. Yeah, maybe it's going up to 4. And Burley going under. All right. Here comes the Dream. Oops. No. Yeah. Is it okay? Dream and Sky?
Yeah, totally fine.
All these games, I think, are at the same time. 8 Eastern, 7 Mindy, 5 Pacific. These next 3 games. So maybe I went in the wrong order, but still same time here with the Sky. They are a 1-point favorite, total 170.
Yeah, I like the Dream today, getting the bucket there. They have, I think, the more offensive firepower here. The road team has also won 7 of the last 10 here between these two. Dreamer 5-2 in their last 7 road games as well. So I'll take that team that plays well on the road with the Dream.
Okay, yeah, maybe I'm still tossed up here, I think, in this one as far as the side is concerned. So I'm going to give out the over as my play. I'm not going to necessarily, I might just still be looking to get on a side here. I might be with Mindy, it might not. I don't know. I'm not going to tip my hand, but let me go over in this one, 170. I would figure I got Smith and Williams to have a big game in the front court for Chicago, and I think Cheyenne Parker could have a pretty big game as well for the Dream. I'm going to go over 170 here. Mindy says take Atlanta plus 1.5 or so. Maybe it's one, whatever. Maybe it's even just take them to win. Here is Alan leaning to the Dream. Sherilyn's on the Dream. You guys are on the Dream. Maybe I should be on the Dream. All right. How about the Mercury and the Lynx here? In this one, there's been a little bit of a move here, I think, to the Lynx. They're now 4, and it continues to go higher. The total, meanwhile, is 163.
Yeah, this is a toughie, right? Because the Lynx have won 4 games in a row now, and they just beat the Mercury there last week by 10 points. But again, I feel like, geez, suddenly the Mercury here are just playing lights out ball. So I don't know if it's they were playing really good versus the Liberty, or the Liberty had a little bit of an off night. I'm kind of unsure of that. But I'm going to go ahead and take the Mercury in the 2 buckets here today. I'm going to pick them to cover. I think they kind of seem to be a little bit of a changed team here as of late. So go ahead and take the Mercury today.
All right, Mindy on Phoenix. They're getting better real quick, it seems like. Minnesota still, 8-9, looking pretty good at home so far. So I'm going to be on the under in this one, 163. That's the move you see there. Talk about, maybe the moves are what's happening in the WNBA. We know the scores are peeling back a little bit. There's still been some high scores too. But, we're starting to see that, like that 158 we mentioned there. So, all right, one more here. Oh, I'm sorry, Mercury and Lynx. I want to get the comments from
we got quite a few there on this one.
Eric's here. Wow, okay. Nice. Oh, okay. Sorry I missed your guys' comments there on that last game with the Dream there. But Eric there. Nice to have Eric here. All right. The Lynx hammer them.
Oh, a lot of Lynx here today.
Okay. All right. One more, Mindy, with the Aces and the Wings. And, yeah, so that had to be the story, I think, last time is the Aces. I mean, they've been not only winning but covering quite a bit. But Plum was definitely out there, and I think should probably be, I guess, a game time decision tonight. I could look at probably be a good thing.
Last night,
We'll look at the injury report, but
out.
They end up not covering the game. She's listed as questionable, as you might expect. So, but here in this one, favored by a 9.5 now, 174.5.
Yeah, I have this one coming, pretty close, right in on the number. I think the difference is last time it was a 14-point spread. I think this one's a 10. Again, when you have folks that are out, it does make a difference too. But I always think it makes a difference if, it's kind of one of those that was like right before game time. I think they probably maybe expected her to play. I'm going to go ahead and take the Aces again here. It's one of those, like, this is going to be tough. I have it right on the spread. Got to go with the Aces here.
Okay, Mindy on the Aces in this one. And, yeah, maybe the status of Plum might be important here. I'll be on the under in this game. Boy, we really got to see. It almost feels like everything from tempo to the Aces' ability. You see it having gone from 10, 9.5. We'll see if it goes down. That maybe feels like maybe she won't play, but they've been getting those numbers. I mean, they're still 16-1, cruising along. I'll take the under in this one. Boy, I went on all totals and you went on all.
Right. You guys get like bonus picks from us.
So, yeah. And bad for me, maybe, because Mindy's been hot in WNBA, and I'm not sending anything with us here on the premium consensus. So let's just get these plays out there, Mindy, and get you here. Get you. I know you need to get through this show. You did a great job.
Yeah, Eric even got the Wings earlier in the week out there doing his work. Nice job.
I just want some wings now. So, look, there's a lot of support for the Wings, and I might be joining them. So, but I just caution you guys right now that Mindy is crushing. So, please heed her advice on these 4 games here today, and mine as well on the total. Maybe we'll go 8-0. I don't know.
That's right.
So whip these up, Mindy. We'll get you off. We got to get you off the air, my dear. You did a great job, though. How about tonight in Canadian football? It's going to be the Stampeders going up against the Blue Bombers in CFL action tonight. Calgary at Winnipeg. Can Winnipeg get back into form here? I don't know. I mean, Calgary, I think their defense has actually been quite surprising. So far, I'm on Calgary here for sure. I think they are live in this game. Actually, maybe a surprise. Winnipeg's 3-1. I think Calgary's 1-2. I'm going to take Calgary tonight plus 7.5. All right. There's a ton of summer league action, or maybe I don't know. I'm not even going to run through it. Probably the lines aren't right. Mindy's got the comments up. We got the picks up here, and we've got to turn this show in. Really, Mindy. Here's Tigers on the run line, Braves money line, Yankees run line, Red
There's
Sox.
a lot of run lines there for you, Ramon.
Yeah. Ooh. Reds money line and Diamondbacks on the under. And that's it. I mean, that's it. Nothing in the WNBA. So maybe join me out in the Discord for a summer league. I'm thinking there's like 8 games. And let's just go over the website real quick, Mindy. I don't want to keep you, but I do got to finish up the job here on the show. Head on over to Tony'sPicks.com. Use the promo code TonyT at checkout. Save 20% off our premium picks. Click on the premium picks tab. You can scroll right down and not only see those leaderboards where we're at, but you can see right here the multi-game packs from the crew at Tony'sPicks.com. Vinny, Tony, Sam up there, and Ben as well. And don't forget, discount best bets as well today from Tony, Ben, Mindy, and I'll have our picks up there as well. Mindy, thanks. Great job. Great show. Thanks to everybody in the chat.
Sleepy. Yes, so sleepy.
Yeah.
I'm going to get a long all-star hibernation. I'm excited for that.
Yeah, we're going to be taking from probably Monday through Thursday when there's no Major League Baseball, and then return maybe on hopefully we'll return on Friday there. So hopefully you'll still be joining us as well. 100 plus again here today. Thanks a lot. Great job, you guys. We got to go. All right. Thanks, Mindy. For Mindy Hahne, I'm Ramon Scott. Thank you for joining us.
Bye-bye.